No, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah!
Okay, so next segment we're gonna start talking about sports. This is a sports segment, and we all love sports. We all like different sports. I like pretty much every sport that I can get my hands on.
Except golf?
Golf?
Yeah.
I like golf.
What?
Yeah.
Speaking of golf, Tiger Woods won his pro tour, the
Did he?
latest pro tour within 5 years.
Did he get a gold jacket just like Billy Madison? I
Should we get an only Jew in the parking lot? Alright, so we're going to kick this off with what I'm wearing right now, Collingwood AFL. This is Aussie rules football, obviously for you that don't know in other countries. But it's the biggest sport here in Australia, which is football. And the grand final is on its way tomorrow. It's probably going to happen by the time we upload this. It's Collingwood versus West Coast Eagles. So Collingwood were perceived, and the odds were against us to be the bottom 3 this year, and we ended up being in the top 4. So it's a big surprise to everyone. A lot of people didn't have West Coast in the top 8 this year, and they've made the grand final. A lot of people saw Richmond being easily favourites to win the grand final, and no one saw them losing, and Collingwood embarrassed them last week.
What was it, a 3 or 4 goal victory?
It was 39 points. Yeah, so it was a good victory, and it's the first time we played them this season with a full team, pretty much. We've had a lot of unlucky moments this year, but we're going good at the moment, and it's a grand final in 2 days. So I'm excited. I can't wait for the finals, and it's been a while since a Collingwood grand final.
2010.
Yeah, not 2011 we were in the grand final too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we lost it.
Oh, okay.
We are also the team that has lost the most grand finals too. But we're one behind the most grand finals won. A draw with Essendon, which Broden goes for, and Carlton, which Shaheen goes for. So if we win this grand final, we're a draw in the top list for grand finals won. It's going to be a good one. I'm excited for it. They're not sure if it's going to rain or not. It's supposed to be Collingwood favourites if it rains, and if it stays dry, West Coast will be the favourites because West Coast is
they're a northern team,
Yeah.
western team, so they're predominantly play in the hot weather, so they're used to the hot heat.
Yeah, exactly.
But they don't play the best in MCG, that's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's the big thing.
That's
So the
another
games
thing
in
for
the MCG,
At
a lot of sort
2:30.
players.
Melbourne Cricket Ground.
Yeah.
It's at 2:30 PM, so
It should be interesting, and a lot of people see in AFL Collingwood is the villain of our sport. Everyone hates them. If you don't like Collingwood, you hate them.
that's true. That is true.
So it's a big thing that's happening now, and I'm probably going to say, I'll say it. Last week's game between Collingwood and Richmond is probably going to be bigger than what the grand final will be, because West Coast, they're not a huge side like Collingwood or Richmond or anything like that. It would have been bigger with Melbourne, but West Coast is destroyed and they keep performing. They're
Fucking Kennedy, that Kennedy.
Kennedy destroys us every time he plays.
I think every Carlton fan's like, why the fuck did we trade Kennedy for Judd?
News got rid of a lot of good players, but you might be getting McGovern from Adelaide.
McLovin.
It's nearly McGovern.
Oh.
It's nearly finalised. Like today, he's had medicals with Carlton Football Club and everything.
Is he any good?
He's amazing.
Well, there's no point of being an amazing player in a shit team. You can paint shit goals and still shit.
So, what are your predictions? We'll start off from you, Brennan. We'll work our way down. So, Saturday, grand final, Collingwood v West Coast.
I got a feeling Collingwood will win, but I'm hoping West
Really?
Coast will smash it.
Okay. Shaheen?
For me, it's going to be weather. But,
Whether or not.
dry weather West Coast, wet, I'd go you guys, but
So, you're
regardless, I
sticking with
think,
the odds.
but regardless, they're shit interstate, so I'll probably have to pick you guys.
Okay. So, like, I'm obviously Collingwood. I'll say sorry after Brandon, after
Philo pastry, mate.
Milo.
Hot Milo.
Mm,
Who do you think, Phil?
I think Collingwood would probably win,
Yeah.
but
Is your streak going to go crazy if Collingwood win?
yes, they will. Yeah.
It's going to be crazy.
First punt road with fucking Richmond, now fucking Smith Street.
Yeah, they're gonna go
It's
nuts.
going to be awesome. I might see you there, mate, because I'll be on if there's a parade there, I'm going.
They
I
will
can't
be,
wait.
they're for sure big.
Yeah, for sure. So I think I love Collingwood. We have a lot of funny player names, yeah.
Cox.
One of our player, Mason Cox, he's from America. He's 7 foot tall. He's making it huge in the AFL lately, and he played an amazing game against Richmond last week. He destroyed it. His parents from Texas come down and they watched him. He loves his big game scenarios. We have another player named Tyson Goldsack. He wasn't supposed to play this year again because he injured himself, and he started playing and destroying it lately. He's playing so good. We have another player, first name Steele, last name Sidebottom.
Steel side one, right?
Steele Sidebottom. He came second in the Brownlow votes. He's
Third.
such a good player. No,
Third.
second.
Is it second or third?
Second.
I'm gonna Google it.
Definitely second. So we got him. We got Broomhead, which is
What, actual name?
Yeah, Broomhead. Yeah. Man, I can't wait. I hope we win. And Goldsack, he was in an interview this week. He's like saying, "Come on, Victoria. You have the Victorian cricket teams. If a Victorian team is in it, the Vics go for it. Melbourne, everyone get behind Collingwood. The age of everyone hating Collingwood is over. Let's all try and like Collingwood." He's like, "Come on." He's got a huge beard. He's like, "I'm a nice guy." He's like, "Get behind us. Come on." It's just such a funny video, man. The guy's like, he knows everyone hates us, but he's like,
But what's
we're okay
fucking-
people.
What about Eddie Maguire? He's like, oh, to all the people that bought your tickets prior, sell it to Collingwood fans that want to go. It's like, fuck off.
He's a biased guy, man.
Like,
Yeah, fuck it everywhere.
But he's done a lot for the sport. He's done a lot for
the club.
everything. He's the president of the club. He's, as any president would do, he'd be biased for their club.
I'm surprised a bloke from Broady going for fucking Collingwood.
Right.
You're surprised of that?
I'd probably expect probably a closer suburb like Essendon or something.
It's probably split into three of Essendon, Collingwood, and Carlton in Broady. Like they're the three clubs. They're the biggest clubs in the AFL.
That's true.
Melbourne just missed out, which sucks. But I'm going to go on to another question.
There we go. I got the fucking medal count. Sorry,
Yeah.
mate. I doubted you. He did come second. But my boy Paddy Cripps came fourth. For someone in the second last team.
Last team.
No, second last.
No, he's got some.
No. Gold Coast Suns is last by percentage.
I thought they won more games.
No, same amount of games won. We're above.
Really?
We're second last by percentage.
So
So
they only won 2 as well.
yeah. So my team Carlton second last on the ladder just by percentage. So regardless, we suck. But one of our youngest, brightest players, Patrick Cripps, come fourth in the medal count for the Brownlow. So, and he's also on the All Australian team.
Yeah.
So to be in the second last team, to get such an achievement, hands down. To
I feel
Paddy
like if
Cripps.
you're in a team that low and you get that many votes, it should be doubled.
Yeah, like-
that's how unbelievable. Like you're in a team. So the way the Brownlow works is every single game of every round, the umpires will pick the top 3 players of each game. So if you're an umpire and say you play, you umpire a game between Richmond and Fremantle. Fremantle will get smashed, so all the votes will go to 3 Richmond players. 1 vote, 2 votes, 3 votes. And for Richmond, they only won 2 games. For a player to get 20 votes and come 4th,
2 games.
that's insane. Like, that's
And to be the only person in his team to even make the top 20.
Yeah.
Like,
Collingwood had a couple.
yeah, you guys got Grundy, which I'm not surprised. I'm surprised he's not higher, to be honest. Nat Fife, he's a bit of a fucking spud. I'm surprised he even got votes. Pendles.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to ask you a question. Next year, let's forget about this season. Who do you think your team's going to go alright?
Nah.
You don't think your team's going to make the 8?
Nah.
Bro?
Yeah, I think what we showed at the end of this year, I reckon we can make it.
What about you, Phil?
No idea.
No idea. Is there any team that you think is going to be a surprise? I
Brisbane.
think Brisbane. Nice. That's a
With
good one.
with Hodge as like a senior, like a mentor.
Okay.
Like you saw towards the end of this year, they were so fucking hungry and they were progressing. Like they were getting better and better. Like yeah, their position on the ladder wasn't the best, but after Hodge stepped in, because Hawthorn didn't want to take him, he was too old. Whatever the story is, him being that older, that senior, that mentor.
And they got Dane Beams.
I think that's what such a young team needed.
Yeah.
And to me, that's what Carlton needs. Like, don't get me wrong, Mark Murphy's a good player, but he's like a Trent Cotchin. He's very safe, knows the game very well, but he's not.
He doesn't deserve to be.
No, he's not aggressive enough. He's just
He like stubbed his toe and had a game off.
broke a nail. Like I know he's our team's captain or co-captain or centre, whatever the fuck he is, but he's a bit soft.
Poor effort. I think Footscray are going to be up there this year.
Really?
Which
All
is
dogs.
a big ask, but
I think
at
that's
the
right.
end of the season,
I don't like that team.
you don't like it? At the end of the season, they kicked into like 8th gear. Like they smashed it. All of a sudden, all their like young players are kicking ass. What about you, Brendan?
What's that?
Do you have a team that you think is going to be a bit of a surprise next year? Make it into the 8?
What can I think of?
No? You think Essendon will make it,
I think Essendon will.
yeah? I don't know if that'll be a surprise though.
Well, they showed a lot of potential at the end of this
They
year.
should have made it, but they're their own worst enemies. They ended good, but
Yeah.
You guys need good leadership as well. You've gone through that many coaches and scandals and whatnot. Like, I think you guys just need a good mentor.
yeah. Let's not get into that because
That's a story for another day. But yeah, I reckon that's just what your team needs, just a good mentor. Other than that, you've got good, talented players.
Yeah. All right. So next we got UFC.
Oh,
Next week, what is it? UFC 229.
fucking oath it is.
Conor McGregor versus Khabib
Khabib.
Nurmagomedov.
Nurmagomedov. No, let's just call him the Eagle because that's what he is.
Yeah, I said alright.
He wrestles bears. I think now he says he's wrestling
The
lions.
Russian wrestler, the bear wrestler. He's Khabib.
I think Phil said now he's wrestling bears.
No.
Oh, I mean lions.
He has.
He has wrestled lions apparently, or tigers. I can't remember.
Yeah, he's insane. Yeah, Russians are crazy. They'll like normal Aussie parents and like will be a bit worried about letting a kid play with a dog in a backyard or something by himself.
Some
Russians are just like, go play with the bear in the backyard.
Yeah.
We'll leave you alone. Go wrestle with it.
It's not going to go away if you don't wrestle it.
Yeah. Like, right, oh man, that's crazy. That's awesome. I do not think he's going to win though. I'll be very surprised if he wins.
Yeah, I want Khabib to win.
I want him to win.
But
as well.
he can win as well.
Yeah.
Like
He can win. If it goes past the second round, he will win for sure.
he can win this fight.
We'll gas Connor out second round.
Yeah.
But Conor is so technical standing up, so
He's so precise.
like
So quick.
he could just get that.
And
He's
he's
like the-
unpredictable.
He's like the Bruce Lee of the sport. Like he's quick, accurate.
But you think his time away from UFC, so he did the boxing thing
No.
with Floyd Mayweather, but his time out of the UFC, do you think he might have a bit of ring rust?
He's constantly training. He's
As much as I don't really like him,
medium.
but he's a good fighter.
So true.
You can't not say he's a good fighter.
So good
As-
fighter.
He, at the end of the day, he's unpredictable the way he strikes. He takes shots out of nowhere.
His movements are just off, but like
That's the thing I love about Tony Ferguson, which I hope he fights soon. He's getting better. I know you hate him, but he'll throw a strike from the weirdest angles,
He's weird.
and you won't see it coming at all. It'll KO you, but you're like, what the hell? And he won't even know where it comes from. Like, he's that unpredictable in his striking, which I think is why I thought that he'd beat Khabib as well, and is why I still think Conor will beat Khabib.
And his submissions. I've seen Tony Ferguson pull off these submissions
Yeah.
from the most unorthodox positions on the bottom, and you think you're on the bottom, you're in the bitch position.
It
Like,
doesn't matter.
I prefer-
If Khabib got
I'm not gonna say.
If Khabib got Tony on the ground, Khabib doesn't just sit there. He stands up. Like, he literally stands up and just smacks him in the face. They can't.
Yeah.
He locks him down. So that's what I mean. Like, if it gets to
Against Connor,
if it gets to round 2, that's it.
Against Tony,
Round 3, 4, 5.
yeah,
Khabib's just gonna.
yeah,
but he's got to know a submission at least. He can't just expect to do ground and pound on Connor.
He
I don't
knows-
think he will submit.
He won't
Connor,
submit, but he'll just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like, he does. He
Swear
doesn't every
him out.
fight.
because if he's going against someone like Connor, I don't think he's going to be training. How can I tap him out? How can I do this? Because he's already got the ground stuff on. He's not going to try and do something new. He's going to make sure he knows how to defend his striking. If he's going to try something new, it's going to be against the game plan.
When you got like world-class wrestlers like DC and like just that whole team is like
Even Olympic wrestlers.
yeah like DC is one of the best wrestlers in the league in the UFC, and they even say that he's a freak. Like, Khabib's a freak. When he
match.
yeah they can't win against him on the ground because he just shifts his weight so perfectly.
It's crazy, man. All right. So next on the list, we're going to talk about this a bit briefly, but we're all big fans of NHL. So ice hockey in America, Canada. You've got some Russian players as well. So we'll say Russia as well, even though the Russian league's different. But all the same, NHL is starting in, I think it's 9 days from when we're filming. So it might be different from when it's uploaded. Who's excited? I'm so keen. I'm in hockey season mode already. The preseason started. I can't get enough of it. Kucherov's already injured.
Of course he is.
Why are you excited about that?
No.
It's classic.
It's not a bad injury though.
Oh.
He'll come back.
Of course he is.
But it's classic my team.
Always.
I'm so excited. We're gonna. I'm so excited. We were rumoured to get rid of Yanni Gord for a Dallas Stars player. It didn't end up happening. So we still have that rookie that I love. We have Braden Point, Yanni Gord, Kucherov, we have Stamkos, we have Tyler Johnson. It's going to be a good season. You guys, Vegas Knights.
We're gonna kill it this year.
I was worried about yous.
We've got Carlson. We've got Microsoft. We've got
Stats.
Fleury.
Did you say you got Microsoft?
Yeah, you got
No.
Microsoft Excel.
Microsoft. Or March Assault. Sorry.
Is that how you say it? I say Microsoft.
I just said Microsoft.
Yeah, I say it quicker every time I say it.
Yeah.
Just in
Microsoft.
case.
Yeah, our team's looking like super good. We got Reeves.
I was really worried about
Counter.
Vegas, and I think you'll find me in another podcast saying Vegas are going to do crap next year. I think they're going to be real downhill. But after the signings they've made,
Who signs?
they've surprised me, and I think they're going to be consistent this year. I think they're going to be in the playoffs next year too. Red Wings, your team, obviously better than last year because it's not hard to be better than last year because he's done so bad.
That's the past.
But you've had some amazing rookies coming up.
This preseason has been incredible.
You've had a great preseason. Whether you play those rookies that are playing so well, that's the question. You just have some good players in. How do you say it? Nesquik, Nyquist. I always call him Nesquik. You got Larkin. Larkin's such a good player, but you got Zetterberg leaving.
Yeah,
Do you think Larkin or someone will take the mantle?
I'm hoping Larkin will.
Maybe Green.
I don't think Green will.
You have some good senior players.
Yeah, no, we do definitely.
But will most of those senior players not be in the team? That's the question. It's a hard one for you, because you have your rookies doing so good this year.
I know.
He's got so many good picks and Penguins.
In all honesty, I don't know
Mid-table.
anything about my team.
I know you do.
I just picked them just because, like, you guys play hockey.
Yeah. No, Penguins are our team to pick if you're going to start off, because you got Sidney Crosby.
He's still going to be a gun. This year's going to be a
Yeah,
gun.
he's always going to be a gun.
You
I
will
think
see.
he's going downhill.
He's going to go uphill this season.
No, I don't think
I
so.
reckon.
they've lost players.
People have figured out his game plan. I reckon they're just going to see through him.
It's not him himself. I think it's the players he has around him. He has less good players around him.
He is magic on ice.
I know.
You watch him play.
But you have a player like Connor McDavid,
he's a beast.
where all his teammates are saying that, like, he got the most points last year. He also got the most points last year before that. And his teammates are saying he's only getting better.
Is
Like,
this Edmonton Oilers?
Edmonton Oilers. It's something about Edmonton Oilers.
I've always
Even
liked
that
them.
maple syrup.
Even if they're crap, they bring out good players.
I've always liked Oilers.
Like Wayne Gretzky, obviously.
Yeah.
But Connor McDavid, mark my words,
He's going
Edmonton
top the points again
this year. Edmonton Oilers might not be in the playoffs. They definitely won't win it, I don't think. But because they have him and he's going to stay there, I think, which is the scary part. If they can build a team around him, that's a scary team.
What was your thing? Build good defenders around a good goal scorer.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing about hockey. It used to be, it's a little bit different now because it's not as muscly as it used to be. It's not as rough. It's still really brutal compared to other sports. But you used to have that amazing player in Wayne Gretzky, now in Connor McDavid and Crosby. But you'd have them backed up by enforcers that would brutalise anyone trying to attack those players because
that's how they won.
Yeah, exactly. You'd have Tampa Bay or Vegas that were more skilled than Washington, but they'd get out-muscled by the end of the season. They started off the series winning, and then they'd get out-gassed because they were out-muscled.
Yep.
But you got players like Wayne Gretzky, he was in Oilers, and he was like before he was drafted. Everyone wanted to target him and injure him as soon as he started playing because they knew how good he was going to be.
So I take out your threat.
Yeah, he only done that good because of the enforcers in his team. Now you get players like Sidney Crosby, this generation's hockey, where he's got no one to protect him in his team. You have a skillful team, but you don't have any muscle at all, which neither do we.
We got Reeves, but
Reeves is good. Reeves is very
he's a
good.
tough dude.
But you don't have anyone to protect Crosby, so he can't reach that level of Gretzky.
If he's on his own, he's got some space. He'll get a goal. But
That's the thing, though. He gets targeted and he gets injured for half the season.
Yeah, that's the thing. So take out your best player. Take out the target.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's still brutal. It's not as brutal as it was, but it's still brutal. These are garlic bread flavoured, by the way.
They're brilliant.
Garlic
I've been
bread.
eating them all night. I haven't stopped.
That's why I've been farting so much.
I have not stopped.
Farting or eating?
No, eating these.
So, Broden, do you have any picks for this year? Next season?
For
Hockey?
as in
Who do you reckon will do well this year?
Detroit, by the way, they've been playing pre-season.
So do you honestly think they'll make the playoffs?
Yeah. Top 8.
If you make the playoffs, do you think that you'll get kicked out by us again?
Nah.
Because for the past couple of seasons, we've been the ones to kick you out.
Yeah,
So
I think we'll do really good against you guys this year.
do you reckon you'll get to it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited. I hope you do good because I like you more when your team's winning. Because you're more fun to argue with.
Yeah.
I'm a sore winner and I'm a sore loser. I can take it as much as I want, but if we win, for
Lightning bolt emoji.
Lightning Bolt, Thor, Lightning McQueen, Flash everywhere, Harry Potter everywhere,
And mine's just Monty Python.
Monty Python non-stop.
Yeah.
And I guess that brings it to a close, the sports bit. So we have one more huge thing. Apparently, I'm not sure, I haven't been told what it is, I'm supposed to react to it.
But that will be on the next video.
No.
Come on, mate.
Just do it.
Just do it now.
You hyped up this news this whole time.
Alright,
It's
so
a big finale.
What's the news?
I'm gonna double check me.
Imagine if you didn't tell us. I was about to say
We don't have much time on the shit.
Are you going to read a poem to us?
Yes. No.
Oh, that's poetic.
Alright. So thing is, this is actually gonna like our podcast is kind of built around this, if it kind of makes sense. So over the last 2 or 3 years, this started happening, and it's just keeps going on. And I'm Italian now. I'm talking for my hands.
Oh, I thought you were going to put a ring in it.
But I am over gaming. Like I'm fucking sick of it. I cannot even. I'm gonna sell my consoles. I'm so fucking over gaming.
Is this the news?
Yep, that is my big announcement. That is my big fucking announcement.
I want to hit you with
Well,
every
actually,
one here.
but if you guys actually fucking pay attention, which you guys never do, I said it's not that big. It's more so it fucking affects the podcast.
It doesn't even
What
affect
does
the
that
podcast.
affect the
I don't know,
podcast?
it's all about gaming sometimes, I guess.
Do we?
I don't know. But yeah, I'm just fucking.
I was waiting for you. I was waiting for your bombshell.
completely wrong.
What was your prediction?
My
you
prediction.
think you know how much I hate transgenders? Why the fuck would I be one?
I did.
No, I thought he was starting a band or something.
Yeah, I thought you were making your
I
own
thought-
YouTube thing.
I thought you were making. I
I already have.
thought you were doing
Fuck you.
Shahin's Cooking Adventures, which we're going to maybe continue soon.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'll add that. But no, it's gotten to the point where like every game is fucking repetitive. Microtransactions.
Is this seriously what you were going to say?
Yeah, like I'm just over
I
gaming.
reckon he bluffed out and like no.
No, this
You
is
had a full novel.
yeah, and that's about this. It's literally about.
Can I tell you about how right you are? Do you know the Spider-Man game that I've just gotten is the first game I've been excited for in so long? Because every game that is released, not every game, there's some good ones, and I obviously don't try them, so I can't really judge them.
I just love it. Yeah, I love it.
But in my opinion, and where I've bought and stuff like that, and the reason I've stopped buying as much as I used to, is because most games are they're fully online now. Like they're more concerned about the online games compared to a lot of the story.
Let's go back to 1996 when Mario Kart came out. You buy the game, you put the cartridge into your Nintendo 64.
Cartridge? What's a cartridge?
What cartridge,
Is
kids?
that the thing that you blow on? You smack it. That doesn't work. You smack your Nintendo.
And we're not talking about penises, ladies. We're talking about cartridges. Yeah, just think about it. Blow on, slap it back in.
Nothing turned me off.
Yeah, just think about it. Like 1996, you had a Nintendo 64, you had this cartridge, and you had this amazing game, and you'd play for hours with friends. People probably now still play it with friends. You buy your latest modern, like your Call of Duty, and it's the same recycled bullshit since 2005.
I'll agree with that.
And nothing's changed. Graphics might have had a tweak to it, but it's the same game, same gameplay. One of my favourite games is probably what turned me off. I loved Forza Horizon 2.
Oh, is that one of your favourite games?
I love card games. I've got a soft spot for card games.
Do you like Midnight Club?
No. Only, except for number 3, Double Edition. That was pretty dope.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the best
You know how
one.
long I've been waiting for a new one?
In
They were
LA.
supposed to release a new one like 3 years ago.
In LA, yeah.
One of my best mates, Jaden.
I gotta go to the can. Continue.
Alright.
Rowan's gonna take a shit, everyone.
No, okay.
Yeah, you are. No, maybe.
Proceed.
Alright, so we're going to keep talking loudly just in case. But Midnight Club, me and one of my best mates, Jaden, that's how we become good friends. We pretty much played online Midnight Club with each other non-stop. Like, and just talk crap the whole time. That was the first game on Xbox I got every single achievement on.
I did on the PSP. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Nice.
I know. I think I kind of disagree because I play games
Yeah.
all the time, so I experience a lot more games.
Yeah,
But
of course.
yeah, I understand. Like a lot of the marketing is making money now, not game quality.
And like, what will put me off with the new Forza Horizon 3? Well, it's not new because they're making number 4, but number 3 was based in Australia, but nothing was Australian about this game.
Yeah.
Like, you base the game in Australia. I get it, you got Byron Bay, Great Eastern Road, but where the fuck are the Australian cars? I want to see a Commodore, I want to see a Falcon, I want to see Bathurst, I want to see Stubbies on the floor. I want to see the local Centrelink building when I drive past in your fucking Lamborghini.
Yeah.
But that's just me joking. But games have changed.
Good games still though, but like I
It's
said,
1 in 10.
the only thing is it's obviously the future is happening and everything's online and stuff like that. So the thing that frustrates me is everything's based online now. It's the future now, and
There's no story. There's no getting into
no,
the game and getting
there is
immersed into
story
it.
in some, but you have to notice what's happening online now. And some people like me can't afford Xbox Live or stuff like that.
I think there's a cat in the background. Guys.
Your bag just powerbombed the cat.
Did it?
That's my bag.
My bad. That was your bag.
That was unexpected.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Like,
No,
if you weren't able to play online stuff, would games still be as good?
yeah, like I like one of the games last year, The Witcher 3, is like 200 hours worth of pure storyline content. It was one of the most beautiful aesthetic games.
What else though?
I like the Diablos. I've been playing Destiny 2 like crazy.
Destiny 2.
That storyline is
a
insane.
lot of that's online.
Apparently,
It's
the
all
makers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you
Yeah.
didn't have online,
Oh, if you didn't have online. Then
because
there's
a
not much.
lot of the time I can't play online.
Yeah, well, that's how gaming's gonna be from now.
That's what I mean.
Soon there will be no Xbox, and we'll be playing games like Netflix. We just click on the
Yeah.
game on an online server.
That's what I mean.
and
I
we just play
understand the
it.
future is now and all this stuff is happening, but I miss games where
There's still
you could fake a sickie from school, you could stay
Yeah.
home by yourself, appear offline, and just
Yeah.
play a game to
I
yourself.
mean, there's still
and have
heaps.
fun.
There's like the Bethesda games, all the Bethesda games, the Witches, just your JRPGs, your RPGs, your Final Fantasy.
Well, apparently the blokes that made Diablo made another game, Path of Exile, and I know
No.
that's got
That's
really good.
fully online.
I'm still going to try The Witcher again. I've tried it like 8 times and I haven't got into it, but it's because every time I've played it I've been in a rush, and it's a game where you can't be in a rush.
Yeah,
I just don't have the time for The Witcher
that's fair enough.
because I'm busy as
Yeah.
non-stop.
And talking about time, guys, that's enough for us. That's
Yeah.
probably a wrap for us.
That's it.
Thanks for watching. Please head us up on all platforms, whether it be SoundCloud, Instagram, or even Facebook. Hit us up on Not the Bees podcast.
Have a drink with us, have a talk with us.
And if anything you want to hear from us, please hit us up in the message. Other than that, guys, have a great rest of your night.
I'm fucked.
Alright, see you later.